the Giants and Dodgers had a combined Pride Night at Oracle Park where they were both wearing Pride hats. I guess it's the first time in history where both teams were doing it. I never really noticed that, but it's crazy the fact that the Giants or the Dodgers players didn't catch the gay by wearing the hats like the Rays players were scared of doing. So
Yes.
I know that's been it's kind of some weird stuff going around, right? Like there's the Rays thing where they don't want to wear a pride hat. Like it's the I don't understand. Like I don't understand what you're so worried about. And then also on the telecast, it was telecast by Fox, and they made it seem like the person who threw out the first pitch was a NASCAR driver who threw out the first pitch at Oracle Park during the Rockies series, like 2 days before. And they didn't show Amy. Oh, I forgot her last name, but she's like a Jeopardy, like the GOAT, the championship. I don't know if she beat Ken Burns' record or she's like coming up on it. Not a big Jeopardy guy.
My boy James is the GOAT. Okay, my boy James.
Who's James?
People understand this reference if they watch Jeopardy.
Okay, I don't watch Jeopardy, so
he was the best Jeopardy player ever.
Listen, this ain't a Jeopardy podcast. I don't got the numbers on Jeopardy. You got me.
All in. It's James. Okay. He's the best. But yes, to Amy's credit, she has had an incredible run. But that's just weird to me because if you wanted to do the exact opposite, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But if you're like, if it's Pride Night and you're having a transgender person throw out the first pitch, the exact opposite would be a NASCAR driver. So that just doesn't really compute how they could get that confused. Like no one's going to be like NASCAR and Pride. You don't associate those things together.
Right. Yeah.
Because they don't go together. It's like oil and water.
Flag, so yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So I get that the argument on the other side is that Fox owns NASCAR. So they were just trying to promote their products. And that's dumb. That makes sense. The thing is most of the time they don't show the first pitch. At a lot of telecasts. So if you just would have said, hey, 3 days ago, or NASCAR, and made it more about NASCAR and not made it seem like he threw out the first pitch that day, I don't think anyone would be weird about it and clarify what's going on. But they didn't clarify, and it was just a little weird, especially because it's Fox. But,
yeah, it's kind of diminishing the event of Pride Night.
Yeah, and if it's the first, I know it sounds so stupid because it's like the first time in history, like just because two teams are wearing a hat, like both teams are wearing hats, but like I don't know, I feel like that's more.
It's the first time, the first of anything is a big deal.
I I'm just saying that it's crazy. That's history. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
but like I'm just saying, like you think that you would, I don't know, mention that in the telecast and not. Hey, NASCAR is great and watching it. Like, no one gives a fuck about NASCAR.
Do you want to see them drive around in circles again this weekend? Because they are. It's interesting. And the biggest thing about the Pride Night that bums me out, why can't I buy one of those hats? I want one of those goddamn hats. Dude, first of all, you can make a buttload of money. Second of all, you donate like half of it to charity. Everyone wants one. Right. Why the fuck would you not make them widely available? I don't understand.
That's crazy that they're not. I feel like I almost like hearing that makes me think that just you're looking in the wrong place.
No,
obviously,
dude,
you know how to use
I swear to God, so. I've looked everywhere. They're not available. It's probably because like the 5 Rays players were like, oh no, Jesus will like shoot us down or with his space lasers or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's hard for me to understand, obviously, because I'm not religious, and not to get into this because I know our podcast is about baseball. But like, as someone, It's weird to me because you are.
Right.
And it's like, there's just like that excuse of like, well, Jesus. And it's like, that doesn't play anymore though. So come up with something better.
And like I said, we're not going to get the whole religious thing, but I just don't understand what the problem, like you also wear, logos and stuff of unethical companies. Like that's a lot more better of a stance than being like, and not only that, like you're not saying you're not catching the gay if you wear a hat. Like you're just saying, hey, these people have been not treated fairly and they should be treated fairly. And not only that, you're also being like, hey, we welcome you into this game that we're trying to grow because, in the past, this group of people has not been exactly welcomed into the baseball community. So it's trying to just make people feel comfortable. So you're just kind of being a dick.
Yeah, big shout out to Liam Hendriks. He is a big supporter of Pride Night. Really, I saw something he was saying that was kind of a stipulation on him signing wherever he was going. He was talking to the White Sox specifically and asked them if they had a Pride Night. Also talked shit about those 5 Rays pitchers. So big fan of Liam Hendriks. Cool guy.
Big guy, fan. Yeah. Hopefully he can get out of Chicago. Hey, Giants need some bullpen help. Yeah, I'm saying
the Dodgers need a closer. Why don't they ship Craig Kimbrell back to Chicago?
Just maybe the Dodgers just bring over like I'm sure there's paperwork in a trade and just like X out, Craig Kimbrell's name and put Liam Hendriks. But no, actually we said Liam Hendriks, so technically it was Liam Hendriks. So that.
Yeah, we just found this out. So yeah. Yep, it's a bummer, but whatever.
Yeah. In other words, don't be a douche.
But I would kill for Kenley right now.
Right. Don't be a douche.
And
about
Kenley,
hats.
come back.